Another epic Queens Village failed today. Bus 6846 Orion 7 last gen. The air conditioning is barely working. And this is not a good thing because I know for a fact on these buses that, number one, in the back, this is where the strongest air conditioning is supposed to be. If it was over here, this window, I had to close it. I had to tell the driver to stop at Lakeville just to close this window. How is this part of MTA guidelines? Ridiculous. So I'm putting my hand on this vent. I could barely feel the air conditioner. Not cool on this bus. I put a thermometer on this bus. The thermometer would say 80 degrees. And you know what this normally happens on? You guessed it right, folks. Nice bus. They probably didn't put cool in the bus. They didn't put any Freon or something. Literally, you can go to any AutoZone and Freon doesn't cost anything. Yeah, now it's trying to come out, but it's just, I don't know. The engine's probably having a problem. Take a look. Yeah, the engine's probably getting overheated. Probably this means this bus could break down at any moment. Because again, this is what happens when you hire people from Nassau County. This is exactly what happens when you talk to Local 252 and you say, well, we're bringing them in. Sorry, we don't want to work on nights. And that guy who's driving this bus, he probably used to work for Long Island Bus. He probably used to work for Long Island Bus. He probably came to Queens Village. Again, this is what I don't get. They tell drivers, when you pull into depot, get your bus inspected. It's MTA guidelines. And you know who's letting this happen? I'll tell you who's letting this happen. The state of New York. That's right, Andrew M. Cuomo. Normally, on an Orion 7, I notice it's cool. Today, it's not cool on this bus. Well, I'm feeling overheated. And this is a crime. It's 90 degrees outside today. And people don't care how hot this bus is. I was telling all the passengers earlier, you know, we gotta get rid of this Orion 7 fleet. This Orion 7 fleet is a nightmare. They need to bring in the XN40s. Maybe they have the equipment ready for it, I don't know. But until then, they need to bring in the Nova Bus LFS. They need to bring that fleet in full time until the XN40s come in. And while they're at it, try to bring in more Orion 7 Next Gens. Because I noticed with the Orion 7 Next Gens, last week, I'm taking an eastbound bus to Long Island Jewish, and the bus was cool. The bus was cool the entire ride when I couldn't get to Long Island Jewish because my dad's car wouldn't start last week. That bus was nice and cool. It was quiet on there. Lady talking over there. I really don't care. I really don't care. You know, when Pi Power's right about something he's right, you know, I can't stay on the sidelines. I have to talk about this. And here's another problem. This bus is probably going to get overcrowded because guess what? 203 didn't get filled. Yeah, he read it right. We left Long Island Jewish at 210. 210. If I had known better, I would have probably waited for the 223 bus. And I would have probably gotten an Orion 7 Next Gen, or I would have gotten something. And as I keep saying, any minute now, this bus could break down. It could. It could. This is what happens when you don't have proper bus maintenance. That's why I keep saying the FTA needs to investigate Queens Village. But they won't. Here's another problem. School's starting in a few weeks. What's going to happen when runs don't get filled? Exactly. Dead silence. No answers. None. Yeah, there's a lady running over there. She's trying to get the Q36 right now to Little Neck. I don't know what time the next 36 to Little Neck's coming because she's probably... Oh! There's the Q36 right now, speak of the devil. Probably trying to get to the Little Neck train station. And probably connect to westbound service to Penn right now. Or eastbound to Port Washington. Oh boy. Here's an epic fail. Someone left their bent-up Metro card here. Another waste of a Metro card, huh? I'm going to throw this out. See this right here? This is gum. As I keep saying, and I'm going to say this again, they have loudspeaker announcements for all bus operators. In fact, the bright side, if you're watching this video, you're an MTA bus driver. You should know this. This isn't acceptable. I had to call somebody out on this because I know right side very well. He takes care of his bus. And he's been working for the MTA for years. And I like his content. In fact, a lot of good stuff he's been doing on his channel. In fact, I'm going to leave you his video about Cuba that he did. Just on unrelated notes. You don't have to hear me ramble about this mess. But yeah, this is not sanitary at all. Not. Oh! Look at this! Graffiti! You know what this reminds me of again? Those old 1970 films of when the buses were not treated properly. This is literally the 1970s all over again. Look at this. Graffiti! I noticed it more this year. I'm going to say this now. When you look at it as a whole, I'm calling it right now. This is the worst year for the MTA. I really wish I could go back to 3 years ago when everything was functioning properly. 3 years ago, I never had to deal with this. Actually, I wish I could go back to 2015. Because back in 2015, everything was running fine. Just on a random note. And again, this is the catastrophe we have to deal with every day. And you know who to point the finger at? That's right, Queens Village Bus Depot. Yeah, over here, somebody left, ooh, look at this! Someone left a box of Entenmann's back here. Yep. There's a spoiled donut in that box. Yep, more graffiti. More graffiti. You cannot make this stuff up. This is a disaster. Again, no one cares. Ooh, boy. I'm sitting back here, and I'm already noticing the engine's overheating. I gotta move. The engine's already overheating. As I said, at any moment now, this bus could break down. This bus could break down at any given minute now. Meanwhile, over here, yeah, I wouldn't sit on there. It's hot. Yeah, this bus could break down any minute. The engine's overheating. Yeah, because the engine's overheating.
Sit over here.
I look out for my fellow strap hangers. I'm getting off this bus anyway. I'm going to Grand Central Parkway and waiting for the 88s. Because I need to be in the shade. I can't take this anymore. This bus is getting overcrowded. 203 didn't get filled. Oh, nice, huh? Thank you, Queens Village. Thank you. Yep. That guy assumed, like I saw earlier, the tailpipe is leaking. We got a green light, so I better hurry up and get the green light and wait by Grand Central. I almost missed this light. I couldn't go to my shady spot at Grand Central. But we'll get a good view of it one more time. So, yeah, this engine over here, You can hear it very loud from 6846. Yeah, this is a disaster. Once again, another epic fail brought to you by the wonderful people at Queens Village Bus Depot. Now we're at Francis Lewis and 73rd, and apparently here at the bus stop, something is wrong. They put caution tape over here, and I'm waiting to listen to the noise on 8042 because it's making a weird noise. Yeah, we'll notice it when we accelerate further. It's making a weird noise going. I think something's going wrong with the transmitter. Yeah, there's the noise. Yeah, let's get it. 8042. I don't know. I think something's wrong with the transmission.
Thank you. I did.
Well, it's bad enough I had to deal with the nonsense of the Q46. Now I'm dealing it on the Q88. Seriously, how is this acceptable? This bus should be out of service.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think. The air conditioning's barely working too, because guess what? Somebody left one of the windows open in the back again. I'm almost at my stop. So we're going to get a video of the bus as it's leaving. We're going to stop over here. Yeah. So here we go. Sounds like a truck engine. My God. And the driver didn't want to pull up to the bus stop. He literally let me off where these two cars were. How nice is that, huh? And this puddle is still here by the bus stop. I'm going to take a look at it. Yep. We deal with every day at Queens Village. This is what we have to deal with constantly. I'm glad I have one more day of taking mass transit this week because I think this is the appropriate time for me to hang in the towel for the next 2 weeks and go to Delmarva because I am that desperate to not deal with nonsense. And thankfully, again, as Delmarvans, we don't take nonsense. We don't. We hold people accountable for their actions, unlike New York. So this is what I don't get. Why in Delaware and why in Maryland we hold people accountable for their actions, and yet in New York we can't? Why in Delaware do we have a statewide bus system that's properly funded and helps people get to Rehoboth Beach? And same with Ocean City. Remember, Maryland's funding Beach Bus. They don't let Beach Bus go downhill. Every time I've done some bus patrol on Beach Bus, even though I can't film it, I've noticed the buses don't have any problems in Ocean City, Maryland. Yeah, they're doing construction over here by 189th Street. I want to know what this is about. Let's see. Yeah, they have a construction zone over here. We're going to get going because I don't want to miss the light. So I'm going to go home. Let me get the light before it changes. As you can tell, New York is a mess right now. And the only way we're going to fix this mess, and again, I'm going to mention this, if you're a Democrat, please vote for Cynthia Nixon. Maybe she's our version of Phil Murphy. I don't know. So at least Phil Murphy wants to do something about New Jersey transit. But if Cuomo somehow wins his primary, which most likely he will, and most New Yorkers are stupid to vote anyway, if you have a heart, go against 1199 SEIU, go against any other union that's supporting Andrew Cuomo, and just vote for Mark Malinaro. And again, I have problems with Queens County GOP these days thanks to their controversy with Vicky Palladino. But they're doing the right thing in endorsing Mark Malinaro. And at least Mark Malinaro wants to do something about the chaos known as the MTA. He wants to do something. And maybe all miracles will happen that we get Bill de Blasio impeached. Because what the what Bill de Blasio is doing to my city is bad. It really is, and I can't leave Queens. I just can't. I've mentioned it before, and I'll say it again. Between Long Island railroads, with the discrimination, and dealing with nice bus constantly, I don't want to deal with the antics at Nassau County. I like to visit, don't get me wrong. I think it's a nice place to do a day trip, to have adventures in for the day. But to live there, I just couldn't. I wouldn't be able to work in Nassau and live in Nassau at the same time. I just couldn't deal with it. So that's the last point I want to make. So I'm going to go home. It's hot. It's humid. I've had a stressful bus ride, 2 bus rides home. So that's it. Thank you for watching this video.